How often do you think about discipline? What does it mean to you? For many, discipline is a daunting word, synonymous with restriction, self-denial, and hard work. But what if we told you that discipline, particularly extreme discipline, is the key to unlocking unparalleled success in various areas of your life? Intriguing, isn't it? Discipline is more than just a stern schoolmaster's command or a soldier's rigid schedule. It's the secret ingredient that propels individuals to achieve great feats, the unseen force that drives world champions, successful entrepreneurs, and renowned scholars. Yet, it's not just about achieving external success. Discipline is also intrinsically tied to our mental and physical health. Picture this: a world-class athlete. What stands out? Is it just their physical prowess or their ability to push beyond limits, to train when others rest, to strive when others quit? That's extreme discipline in action, a mental fortitude that transforms ordinary individuals into extraordinary achievers. But what about us, the regular folks? We might not aim to break world records or build multi-million-dollar businesses, but we do have our personal mountains to climb. Be it losing that extra weight, acing that difficult exam, or simply sticking to a healthier lifestyle, these goals require discipline. Extreme discipline is not about perfection. It's about progress. It's about pushing beyond our comfort zones day after day, inch by inch. It's about cultivating resilience, tenacity, and an unwavering will to keep moving forward, no matter the odds. With extreme discipline, we can conquer procrastination, overcome obstacles, and transform our dreams into reality. It can be the difference between a life of mediocrity and a life filled with achievement and fulfillment. Yet, discipline isn't something that's simply handed to us on a silver platter. It's cultivated, honed, and nurtured. But how? Well, that's where the intriguing world of science comes in. Now it's time to delve into the world of science and discover the fascinating research behind discipline. Join us as we explore the intricate science of discipline, unraveling its mysteries, and revealing how you too can harness its power to achieve your goals. So, buckle up and let's embark on this enlightening journey together. Imagine a life without stress. Sounds dreamy, right? But what if stress isn't the enemy we often make it out to be? Our understanding of stress has been shaped largely by a series of fascinating experiments, some of which involved our furry friends, the rodents. In one such study, rodents were subjected to both voluntary and forced exercise. The rodents that chose to exercise, despite the stress it induced, showed remarkable health benefits. On the other hand, the rodents that were forced into exercise didn't fare as well, suggesting that the context of stress might be more important than the stress itself. Now let's take a leap from the rodent world to the realm of humans. Studies in humans have echoed similar sentiments. One study took a deep dive into the world of stress among taxi drivers who face a high-stress environment on a daily basis. Interestingly, the taxi drivers who perceived their job as highly stressful were at a higher risk of heart disease, but those who viewed their stress as a challenge, something they could overcome, were found to be in better health. Let's move on to another groundbreaking study, one that investigated the aftermath of the Boston Marathon bombing. Researchers found that the people who experienced the event firsthand had a more manageable stress response compared to those who consumed extensive news coverage about the event. It seems that the way we engage with stress, whether we perceive it as controllable or uncontrollable, can shape our stress response. So, what's the takeaway from these intriguing studies? Stress in and of itself isn't necessarily the villain. It's our perception of stress that shapes its impact on our health. When we view stress as a challenge, something we can handle and overcome, it can have less of a negative impact on our health. It's when we perceive stress as an overwhelming, uncontrollable monster that it wreaks havoc on our well-being. So stress isn't necessarily bad, it's our perception of stress that shapes its impact. How much power does your mindset hold over your stress response? More than you might think. Let's delve into the groundbreaking research conducted by Dr. Ali Crum, a renowned psychologist who has spent her career studying the profound effects of mindset and belief on our stress responses. She has painted a compelling picture of how our perception of stress can powerfully shape its impact on our health and performance. One of her fascinating studies focuses on the Boston Marathon bombing. The study revealed a surprising difference in stress responses between two groups, those who experienced the event firsthand and those who consumed extensive news coverage. What's intriguing is that the group that engaged with more news about the event exhibited significantly higher stress levels than those who were directly involved. Why, you may ask? Well, it all comes down to mindset. The individuals who consumed more news about the bombing had a heightened perception of threat. This perception, fueled by constant exposure to distressing media, led to an increased stress response. On the other hand, those who experienced the event directly had a more realistic understanding of the threat level, leading to a lower stress response. This might lead us to question our understanding of stress. Is it the external events that cause stress, or is it our interpretation of these events that truly matters? According to Dr. Crumb's research, it seems that our mindset plays a crucial role in shaping our stress response. And it doesn't stop at stress. This theory extends to various aspects of our lives, from our health to our performance. Our beliefs can influence physiological functions, from our heart rate to our immune response. A positive mindset can boost our resilience, enhance our performance, and even improve our overall health. So, what does this mean for us? It means we have the power to manage our stress responses, not by avoiding stressful situations, but by changing the way we perceive them. By adopting a more constructive mindset, we can turn stress from a formidable foe into a powerful ally. Our mindset significantly influences our stress response and overall health. So, remember, it's not just about what happens to us, but how we perceive what happens to us. That's the power of mindset and belief. What if I told you that a specific part of your brain is responsible for your willpower and tenacity? Yes, you heard it right. Let's dive into the fascinating research conducted by Dr. Huberman, who has dedicated his work to understanding the anterior mid-cingulate cortex, or the AMCC for short. The AMCC, nestled in the folds of your brain, plays a pivotal role in generating tenacity and willpower. It's like the command center for your inner drive and determination, the general rallying your internal troops to push forward in the face of adversity. Dr. Huberman's studies have shown that this brain region responds to challenges in unique ways. When we face a difficult task, the AMCC lights up like a beacon in the storm, guiding our actions and decisions. It's the AMCC that propels you to finish that last mile, even when your legs are screaming to stop, or to push through the final pages of a book when your eyes are heavy with sleep. But the AMCC isn't just about pushing through, it's also about maintaining balance. It helps us gauge when it's beneficial to push through discomfort and when it's better to step back. It's the silent whisper in your ear that says, "You can do this," or "It's time to rest." Interestingly, the activity of the AMCC doesn't just affect our mental resilience, it also has a profound impact on various health metrics. Dr. Huberman's research has shown that a well-functioning AMCC can influence positive health outcomes, from better cardiovascular health to improved immune response. In some extreme cases, it even seems to influence one's will to live. So how can we harness the power of the AMCC? Well, it's all about challenging ourselves, about stepping out of our comfort zones, about embracing the struggle and smiling in the face of adversity. Remember, every challenge you overcome, every difficulty you push through is a workout for your AMCC, making it stronger and more resilient. The AMCC is a crucial component in our ability to demonstrate extreme discipline. So let's train it, let's nurture it, and let's use it to unlock our full potential. Now that we understand the science, how do we apply it to build extreme discipline? The answer lies in the concept of challenging oneself. This can be done in two ways, namely through micro-sucks and macro-sucks. Micro-sucks are those small challenges that we face every day. It could be waking up a few minutes earlier than usual, choosing a healthier meal option, or even deciding to take the stairs instead of the elevator. These seemingly insignificant choices are actually the building blocks of discipline. Then we have the macro-sucks. These are the larger, more daunting tasks that require a greater degree of effort and willpower. It might be running that extra mile at the end of a workout, sticking to a strict diet plan for a month, or finishing a project ahead of deadline. While these tasks may seem overwhelming, overcoming them provides a significant boost to our discipline and self-confidence. It's important to note that the aim isn't to make ourselves miserable with these challenges. Instead, the goal is to push our boundaries and expand our comfort zones. We're not trying to suffer, we're striving to grow. In the same vein, we shouldn't shy away from failure. In fact, failure is an integral part of the process. It's through failure that we learn our limits and how to push past them. As renowned inventor Thomas Edison once said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work. To build extreme discipline, it's crucial to incorporate both micro-sucks and macro-sucks into our daily lives. It's a constant balancing act of pushing ourselves but not too far and embracing failure as a stepping stone to success. Remember, discipline isn't something that's built overnight. It requires time, patience, and consistent effort. But as we push ourselves to overcome these daily challenges, we gradually become stronger, more resilient, and more disciplined. Pushing beyond your comfort zone is key to enhancing discipline. So let's start today. Let's start now. Let's build that extreme discipline and pave the way for a more successful, fulfilled life. Ever heard of the "go one more" concept in athletics? It's more relevant to your life than you might think. The "go one more" concept is a mindset prevalent in the world of sports and athletics. It's about pushing yourself to do one more repetition, one more lap, even when your body is screaming to stop. It's about stretching your limits, not just physically but mentally as well. Now, you might wonder what doing one more push-up has to do with discipline. The connection lies in the brain, specifically in a region called the anterior mid-cingulate cortex, or AMCC. The AMCC is the powerhouse of your willpower and tenacity. When you push yourself to go one more, you're not just building muscle, you're also strengthening your AMCC. So, how does this work? When you challenge yourself to go one more, you're placing yourself in a situation of discomfort. This discomfort signals to your brain that you're facing a challenge that needs to be overcome. In response, your AMCC kicks into gear. It's like lifting weights for your brain. Each time you go one more, you're adding another weight to your mental barbell, strengthening your AMCC and enhancing your tenacity and willpower. Now, you might not be a professional athlete, and that's okay. The "go one more" concept isn't confined to the gym or the track. It can be applied to any aspect of your life, from finishing a project to learning a new skill. Each time you push yourself to do one more thing, even when you're tired or unmotivated, you're exercising your discipline muscle. Remember, just like building physical strength, cultivating discipline takes time and consistent effort. The "go one more" concept isn't about immediate results, it's about incremental progress and long-term growth. So the next time you're faced with a challenge, whether it's a difficult task at work or a grueling workout, try to go one more. Embracing the "go one more" concept can significantly boost your discipline. So, what's the takeaway from all this fascinating research on discipline? In this exploration of the science behind extreme discipline, we've journeyed through a landscape of groundbreaking research and insightful findings. We've discovered that self-discipline is not just about raw willpower, but is deeply intertwined with our understanding of stress, the power of our mindset, and our ability to challenge ourselves. We began by investigating the impact of stress on health, shedding light on the fact that stress, often seen as a villain, can actually be a powerful ally. It's not the stress itself that harms us, but rather our perception of it. This truth was beautifully illustrated in studies like the Boston Marathon bombing, where those who consumed extensive news coverage experienced more stress than those directly affected by the event. Our perception shapes our reality, even when it comes to stress. From there, we moved on to the power of mindset and belief. We dove into the work of researchers like Dr. Ali Crum, who has shown us how our beliefs about stress can influence our physiological responses. If we believe stress is harmful, our bodies respond accordingly, but if we see stress as a challenge, a tool for growth, our bodies adapt in positive ways. It's a stunning testament to the power of the mind-body connection. But what about the science of tenacity and willpower? Here, we discovered the fascinating role of the anterior mid-cingulate cortex, or AMCC. This small part of our brain is a powerhouse, crucial for generating tenacity and willpower. It responds to challenges, affecting our health and even our will to live. The more we push ourselves, the stronger our AMCC becomes. This brings us to the concept of micro-sucks and macro-sucks, as eloquently coined by Dr. Huberman. These are the small and large tasks that challenge us, that push us beyond our comfort zone. They're not pleasant, but they're vital for building extreme discipline. In fact, they're akin to the "go one more" concept in athletics, where pushing past perceived limits leads to extraordinary achievements. So, what does this all mean for you? It means that building extreme discipline isn't about punishing yourself or gritting your teeth through unbearable tasks. It's about understanding your mind and body, shifting your perceptions of stress, and challenging yourself in meaningful ways. It's about seeing the sucks, not as obstacles, but as opportunities for growth. With these insights, you're well on your way to achieving unparalleled self-mastery and success in your endeavors.